Under the reign of the 18th Hung king, Hung Yue, in 214 BC, over 500,000 queen troops invaded our country. Then the court was too weak to be able to gather the mass for a resistance war. At the moment, Thuộc, leader of the neighboring Việt tribe, took the place to become the leader of the resistance. In 208 BC, the resistance was ended in success. Thuộc merged all tribes and acceded the throne as King Dương, who named the country Lược. He had the Cổ Loa citadel built in present-day Đông An district, Hanoi, as one of the best fortifications then. The citadel comprised many layers of alternate walls and moats, arranged in a spiral pattern. Nowadays, only vestiges of 3 layers, outer, middle, and inner, can be seen. It was also said that King Dương owned a magic crossbow which could fire hundreds of arrows at once. Trying to invade Lược several times in vain, Giao Thu, king of Nam Việt, feigned a partnership. He sent his son, Trọng Thủy, to propose marriage to King Dương daughter, Mỹ Châu. Trọng Thủy stayed with his in-laws, acting as a Trojan horse. Overconfident, Dương was tricked. In 179 BC, Giao Thu occupied Lược. The millennium-long northern domination started in Vietnam. In 111 BC, the Han replaced Giao Thu, and the Viet people constantly rose up against oppression. The first successful rebel launched by sisters Trinh in Mê Linh in 40 AD. The Viet people maintained their self-control for 3 years. In 43 AD, sisters Trinh were defeated. Vietnam once again lost its independence. The Han cultural assimilation was very severe. Administrator Shi Xie, an official of the late Eastern Han dynasty, introduced Confucianism into Chao Chi Commandery, the then name of Vietnam. So, Shi Xie was honored as founder of education in Vietnam. Taoism and Buddhism were also imported and, together with Confucianism, infiltrated into Vietnamese people's spiritual life. Different Chinese feudal dynasties took turns ruling Vietnam, looting resources, minerals, and skilled artisans. The Vietnamese people continued to rebel for independence. In 248, Triều Quốc Đạt and his sister Triều Thị Trinh led an insurrection in Nưa Mount, present-day Thanh Hóa province. The 6th century was marked by a major insurrection launched by Lý Bí. In 542, Lý Bí founded Vạn Xuân Kingdom, putting an end to the Chinese domination for the 2nd time. However, Vạn Xuân Kingdom only lasted until 602, when China's Sui dynasty reconquered the country. Various insurrections against foreign domination continued in Vietnam. Such leaders as Mai Thúc Loan, Phùng Hưng managed to regain and maintain national independence for short periods of time. In 905, Khúc Thừa Dụ, a notable from Hongzhou, present-day Haiyang province, led other heroes to lay the first cornerstones for a long national independence, which was kept by the Khúc family and Dương Đình Nghệ until 938. During the Chinese domination, on the basis of exposure to Chinese culture, the Vietnamese people had created their own cultural identity. In this era, Luy Lâu, present-day Bắc Ninh province, as a cultural center, played an important role in Giao Chi, the name of Vietnamese territory under Chinese rule. The Viet people first knew about Buddhism through Indian monks who crossed the seas to Luy Lâu. In their belief and customs, they always showed respect and gratitude to their parents and ancestors. They kept a lifestyle of harmony within their communities, worshipped celestial, natural, and human deities, and dignified symbols of national aspiration. Such customs as making chignons, tattooing, blackening teeth, chewing betel were maintained. Together with the Viet, the Cham were one of the ethnic origins of the Vietnamese nation. They once built a brilliant culture which could compete with any Southeast Asian nation. The Champa culture was greatly influenced by India's. The Cham adopted many religious values also. Buddhism, kindness to animals, benevolence of Vishnuism, power of Shivaism. The Cham had their own script and used lunar and Saka calendars. They built Indian-style temples and stupas on a smaller but more sophisticated model, with Champa characteristics. Stupas were built in bricks on high mounds, symbolizing Meru Mount, the universe center in Hinduism. A main stupa would be surrounded by auxiliary ones. The Cham were sea-oriented dwellers who were involved in offshore fishing and bartering goods with islanders in the Pacific. In the southern part of Vietnam, residents of the Ốc Eo culture lived in various ecological subregions, including Long Xuyên Quadrangle, the Plain of Reeds, southwestern coast, and coastal mangrove forests. They settled in houses built on stilts or on the ground. The main crops included rice, sugarcane, coconut, and areca nut, and so on. Handicraft and commerce were also well developed. The ancient coins, along with many types of merchandise found in the archaeological excavations in the old seaports of Ốc Eo, Ba The, are convincing proofs. In particular, Ốc Eo residents were highly skilled in jewelry crafting techniques, especially in gold crafting, rings, earrings, beads, carved gold leaves, with Buddhist and Brahmin themes.